بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الذي هم فيه مختلفون. And then Allah adds another rhetorical question. All of this is rhetorical questions so far. الذي هم فيه مختلفون. الذي actually is called اسم صلة. Okay, اسم موصول rather. And هم فيه مختلفون in grammar is called صلة الموصول. All of this is an adjective of An Naba. So the next ayah number 3, is actually the whole ayah is an adjective of the word An Naba. The first adjective is Al-Azim, and the second adjective is الذي هم فيه مختلفون. And a coarse translation is that which they are themselves in disagreement in or with. Okay, they're among themselves, they are in disagreement in regards to this news. But the way the ayah is structured is in the ismiya form, in the nominal form. The benefit this has is, what this tells us is, this is something they're doing all the time. That this disagreement that they have among each other, Allah Azza wa Jal, for example, didn't say الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِيهِ يَخْتَلِفُونَ. He said الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِيهِ مُخْتَلِفُونَ. The ism fa'il is used. And the noun usage indicates something that's going on constantly. Like a noun is permanent and a verb is temporary. Then the word fihi, this prepositional phrase, has been positioned in between hum and mukhtalifun. Instead of Allah saying الَّذِينَ هُمْ مُخْتَلِفُونَ فِيهِ, which is norm in Arabic, Allah says الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِيهِ مُخْتَلِفُونَ. And what this produces is a shock. Is it really about that they are disagreeing among themselves? Now the word ikhtilaf, a little bit about it and we move forward inshallah ta'ala. Is it really about this tremendous news that they are disagreeing among themselves in? The word ikhtilaf, it indicates two things. It indicates a manifest disagreement, meaning they're actually physically disagreeing among each other. What this tells us is not only were they being sarcastic about akhirah, they all had their own theories too. Some of them had the idea, okay, we're not going to come back. Some of them had the idea we're all going to go to heaven. Some of them had the idea, well, Allah has created so many huge things, the heavens, the earth, so many, stars in the heavens, etc., etc. How is He going to be busy with every little thing I did every single day? Who's going to keep track of all that? It's not going to be like that. He's going to let us go. He's going to let things slide. Some of them had the idea, but no, we believe that, ma'adallah, that Allah has daughters that are the angels. They're going to take care of us. They'll put in a good word for us, so even though we've messed up, we'll be alright. We're not going to be in this kind of trouble that He's talking about. Yeah, He'll be mad at some people who didn't have the intermediaries, the people to put in a good word for Him. This idea even exists today in life. It doesn't stem from just from religion, from life in general. Like, if you're not a good employee, but you're good friends with the manager, then you're hoping that the manager will keep you hired, even if the boss is complaining, because you're good with the manager. You don't have to deal with the boss. Who's going to deal with him? The guy in the middle, right? That's the idea. That's the mentality. I don't have to face the consequences of my actions. Somebody else will deal with it for me because I know I got connections higher up. That's the idea, right? And that's really the basis of shirk. It's a lack of responsibility. You don't want to be responsible for your own actions. You put an intermediary in between. That's really the psychology of shirk. Anyhow, so they have these different kinds of opinions about themselves, but ikhtilaf also means to have a discord or friction within one's own self. What this implies is not only did they disagree with each other, but within themselves there was uncertainty or disagreement. Sometimes they would think this, sometimes they would think that. They're not so sure. It's not like they're adamant about no, for sure there's no afterlife, or for sure we're going to be saved. They're not sure either. They're not sure. So even within themselves there's a disagreement that is taking place, and that's what Allah Azza wa Jal depicts with these words. Astaghfirullah.